This season's podcast is sponsored by one of my favourite supplements, Gold Collagen. I've always believed that style isn't just about what we wear, it's about how we feel and how we hold ourselves. And for me, feeling confident really starts with how I look after myself. If we feel good, we look good. That's why I wanted to share a brilliant addition to my daily routine. I've been taking Gold Collagen Forte Ageless for 6 months now, and it's become such an effortless part of my daily routine. I love the simplicity of all my supplements being packed into a little glass bottle that I can slip into my bag and sip at my convenience during the day. And it's truly delicious. I see it as a treat to self. It's packed with 12 grams of hydrolyzed marine collagen and also contains elastin, ceramides, pro-retinol and lots of other ingredients that your body will thank you for. They all work together as a general wellness supplement to support my skin, hair, nails, from the inside out, as well as my joints and overall energy levels during the day. I noticed a difference within a matter of weeks. For me, great style starts from within. If we feel great, that inner confidence truly shines through. Enjoy 20% off the full Gold Collagen range at goldcollagen.com with code AMANDA20. Today, I'm going on a style journey with the celebrated author, entrepreneur, television personality, the woman affectionately known to her grandchildren as Gangster Gran, the inimitable and fabulous Jo Wood.
Oh, it's so nice to be here, Amanda.
Welcome, Jo. It's lovely, lovely to have you here. I was as I was preparing for this, I was trying to remember different moments that our paths have crossed. And I do remember coming out to your wonderful Mrs. Paisley's lashings.
Oh, yes.
God, that was
great, wasn't it?
Fantastic.
Just mentioned that today, actually, to my son.
It was fantastic because it was all in your house.
Yeah.
It was just brilliant.
Yeah. It was at that time when everybody was doing pop-up nightclubs, pop-up restaurants, pop-up galleries. And I went to a nightclub, actually, and I was telling my son-in-law, I said, I went to this fantastic nightclub. It's going to be closed in 6 months. He said, oh, it's called a pop-up. I said, that's fantastic. How amazing. And I sat there and I thought, gosh, I've got this big house. Why don't I do a pop-up restaurant? And he said, good idea, Jo.
And it was a fantastic success, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
Really
I should do another one.
Northamptonshire. Do you think that?
I don't know if so many people will come out to Northamptonshire.
Now, you have just released this novel,
Yeah.
The Resurrection of Flo, which has had me chuckling, I have to admit, and fantastic. And I just want to know, what inspired you to write this?
I never wanted to write a book at all, but I went on a date with a man and he sat there telling me how he split up with his wife.
That's romantic.
I know. And I walked out of there and I thought, what a brilliant story. I'd love to put that in a book. And that was it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then I was thinking about his ex-wife. I was worried about somebody I didn't know. And Flo just sort of appeared.
How did you name her Flo?
I've always loved the name Florence. I think if I'd had another little girl, I'd have called her Florence. Yeah. Leah and Florence.
Pretty.
Yeah. So Flo was going to be her name.
And any autobiographical references in this?
You'll never know.
Maybe just little...
There's lots of influences.
Influences, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Do you think you've got another book in you?
Yes.
What would it be?
It's what happens to Flo next. I keep thinking about what's going to happen to her. She drives me crazy.
I was going to say, you've got really attached to the character, haven't you?
Yeah. And when I finished that book, I sat there and I thought, oh, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? Oh, I'll draw her. So I drew her.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. What does she wear?
She's quite slim. Well, she has to get back in the gym in there, but then she meets a great stylist who starts dressing her in vintage clothes.
Oh, love that.
Which is something that I love. So maybe that's a little bit as well of me. Of course, it has to be a bit of me.
Yeah.
So she wears vintage Alaya.
Oh, lucky girl.
She wears just things like that. Robbie keeps bringing her outfits and he says, I'm going to make you look beautiful, darling. Because she's been tucked away for 30 years as a wife.
What other projects are you excited about right now?
I am about to launch my supplements, which are called Longevity Wellness, and they are 3 mushrooms and 3 roots. So I've got lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, ashwagandha. Oh gosh, brain's gone. He Chu Wu, which is this wonderful root from China, which all the old folks take for longevity. And it's great for the hair, great for the nails. And maca. Maca balances your hormones. So they're about to come out soon. We're just waiting on packaging.
Oh, fabulous. And you've clearly been taking all of this for...
Oh, yeah. For years.
And it was your idea to put all 6 of those ingredients together?
No, I wanted to do 3 roots and I went to my son Jamie and he said, why don't you, because he's into mushrooms.
Yeah.
Medicinal mushrooms. And I went to Jamie, I said, come on, I want to do a powder for the coffee, which is how I take them all.
Yeah.
And he said, let's do a supplement, see how it goes. And let me put in my lion's mane and turkey tail. And then we added cordyceps.
That's interesting. There's so much chat about lion's mane for longevity.
I grow it at home.
Do you?
Yeah. It's easy.
Do you cook it?
Yes. In fact, I've got lion's mane in the fridge to cook tonight.
Well, you are a picture of glowing health, really. But you are hot off the catwalk. Again. Just tell me about that.
I have a couple of great friends called Vin and Omi who are sustainable fashion designers. And they take things like bottles from the Thames and they make it into a thread and then they make it into jackets. Or they've been working with Prince Charles and using nettles or something from his garden to turn into a thread. They've been using this show that Prue Leith was in a parachute dress.
Do you know what? I saw pictures of the 2 of you.
Yeah, she looked great, didn't she?
Fabulous, yeah.
I wore latex.
How was it putting that on, by the way?
It's cold.
Ooh, do you have to put baby powder on or?
Well, it had powder inside,
right,
on and outside, and then they came with cloths
and polished you.
Polished me down. They did.
That must have been interesting.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was.
Did they get the pledge out?
It was. I don't know what they were polishing me with. Sounds weird, but I love doing their shows. I think I've done about 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because way back, age 16, you became a model.
Yeah. I left home. I went, first of all, my mum made me do a Lucy Clayton, remember her?
No.
Lucy Clayton modelling course.
Fabulous.
And I had to walk with book on my head.
And did you do all those fancy turns, the full turn, the turn and a half?
They taught me how to do that, but I can't remember those now. And then, and so that was when I was 14, and then 16, all I could think of was being like Twiggy. She was my hero. She still is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw her the other day actually coming out of Scott's. I went, oh, hi, Twiggy.
And so did you left Essex because you grew up in Essex?
Yeah. Left Essex. I was at a convent in Essex.
Convent?
Yeah. Convent Essex girl.
How did that rub off on you? Did any sort of...
No. Hated it. I only wanted to leave school.
Were you in a school uniform? Yes, of course you were.
I only wanted to leave school. That was all I wanted to do, go and be a model. So I joined Gavin Robinson.
Yeah. Was he Gavin's at that time, or was it Gavin Robinson?
It was
that
Gavin
then
Robinson.
became Gavin.
Yeah. And then I went from there to to Bobton's.
Yeah.
And then Lorraine Ashton. But in the meantime, I had met my first husband when I was 17.
Oh my God, how old was he?
29.
Right, okay.
My parents were not happy.
Yeah.
But he was in the rag trade. And he had a company called She Type, him and Stephen Morris.
Yeah.
And so I married him at 18 in Las Vegas.
And were you in a white wedding dress?
No, I had a cream dress on that Peter had got.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah, it's all right. I've only got one picture of that day in Vegas.
Wow.
Then I realized, became pregnant, realized I'd made a mistake, went running home to mum.
Pregnant?
Yes, but then I saw out the pregnant thing, and I stayed with Peter, but I wasn't happy. And then at 19, I went to Bobton's and started working again.
And the rest, then you...
Worked for a couple of years.
Yeah, and were you doing editorial? Were you doing the magazines, or were you doing catalogues?
I did catalogues, I did commercials, and what else is it? 19, Honey.
Yeah.
Jackie magazine, all those.
Do you still have those?
Some of them, yeah.
And you look back at them with Leah and just have a giggle and...
Well, she doesn't sit there and say, Mum, can I see your role modelling pictures?
Yeah, but you must have at some point.
Look at your mother. Yeah, all right, Mum, it's one of those. And then I met Ronnie.
And how did you meet him?
I met Ronnie at a party in Sheffield Terrace in Kensington.
Yeah.
That I didn't want to go to because I thought, I'm going to know everybody. Dragged my ex-boyfriend Richard along with me, walked into the party, and he started following me everywhere. It was very funny. He was completely mad.
And you were immediately aware of who he was?
I knew I'd seen him somewhere before.
Right.
But I was never a Rolling Stones fan, ever. And he said to me, do you know who I am? And he showed me the album cover of Black and Blue. And he said, so what do you do? I said, I thought he was a bit big-headed. So I told him I worked in Woolworths on the broken biscuit counter. The cheapest counter that there was in Woolworths. He said, why are you not manageress? I said, no, I work on the broken biscuit counter. I have a son to support. See, I thought it was being really funny. And then next day he went to try and find me at Woolworths.
At the broken biscuit counter?
Main branch in Oxford Street, I said.
So how did he then track you down?
Went back to where the party was, which was friends of mine, David and Lorraine. I was staying there, and he came back, and I came back from work, and he was waiting there. He said,
From Woolworths?
Yeah, he said, you don't work in Woolworths. I spent the whole afternoon outside there. Strike one for Joe. Anyway, that was it, really.
Was it then, did you fancy him immediately?
Yeah, I thought he was the funniest guy I'd ever met.
Oh, lovely. What were you wearing
I know exactly
that night?
I know exactly what I was wearing. I was wearing my granny's vintage navy blue pattern dress and a Harris tweed jacket and knee-length Bieber boots.
Fantastic.
I know exactly what I was wearing because I love vintage.
Yeah.
Even then, but I think it was a lot to do with my mum because my mum was a doll maker. You know, the scary dolls?
Oh, yes.
She used to make those, and she used to buy lots of vintage nighties and clothes to cut up to make to
use the fabric.
And I used to go and have a look and that's nice. I'm going to take that and I'd dye it pink and put like those bloomers. I dyed pink and would wear them with a belt.
And did you ever go vintage shopping with her, or did you just shop in her scrap bag?
I just shopped in her scrap bag. And the blue dress I was wearing, was my granny's. Yeah.
How
So I've always had this thing about vintage clothes. I've always had it.
Wow. And then you skipped on to being a rock and roll girlfriend, bride.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get married till I was 27, I think.
That old.
Yeah.
But so did you obviously sort of you lived the rock and roll lifestyle, went on tour.
Yeah.
And how was that in terms of your wardrobe?
Gosh.
Because were you living out of a suitcase,
Yes.
or did you have a wardrobe on the tour plane? Or
no, I used to pack, and we used to have 12 suitcases. And especially when we went on tour and we were gone a year, I'd have a suitcase that had jumpers in. I'd have another one that had shoes and boots in.
Wow.
Another one that would have all these shirts.
But so when you arrived somewhere, you needed all 12 suitcases.
They would all be put in the room.
You must have done some awesome shopping on the tours.
Yes, I remember when we went to Japan, it was different then because all the shops that are out now weren't then. You could get H&M anywhere in the world. But I remember going to Japan and there were clothes in Japan that I couldn't get in England. I remember going to Berlin. I love Berlin. And I found these fantastic boots and I bought a pair of red and a pair of yellow. But they were handmade and nobody else had them.
Describe them to me.
They were, I suppose they were very 80s and they sort of puffed out, but they had a point at the front of the boot like that. And you sort of like piratey boots.
Yeah.
But in red, I had one pair in red and one pair in yellow, and it had little emblems and like in red. All around it. They were just beautiful. Don't know what happened to them.
And in Japan, what were you buying?
I remember buying a really cool check jacket. It's funny how you remember things.
And was that was a Japanese designer or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my 40th birthday in Japan and I went out and bought that jacket and I loved that jacket. Don't know where it is now.
And kimonos?
I've got beautiful kimonos, yes.
From Japan that you bought there.
Yeah.
And
I've got the Japanese shoes as well with the two things like that. And
the geisha shoes, are they not impossible to walk in?
I don't walk in them.
Yeah, they're decorative.
But I've got them. I had to have some.
And during that time, did you feel that your style, did it become more rock and roll because of the life you were living?
Yes, because I remember Ronnie stealing my Ferrucci velvet jeans to wear on a video, my pink Ferrucci jeans. I never saw them again. Well, he just wore them. But it became my style. Because I was working on tour, I had to wear black backstage. And I got very into just buying black. In fact, I wear such a lot of black these days.
But do you think having a lot of blonde hair impacted on the fact that you love to wear black?
Yes, and the fact that I wasn't allowed to wear colour on stage.
Yeah. What were you doing on stage?
His wardrobe.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Change his jacket. I designed his jackets.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So where did you get those made?
So I found in a antique shop a little military jacket and it was thick. And so I went to I think it was William Gilchrist, the stylist, and I said, can you have these copied for me? And I did it also with a long jacket, which was grey with gold beading. So they copied them. I love doing that.
And did he just trust you and say, get on with it?
Yes.
How cool. Yeah. And so he'd wear these amazing jackets with his jeans or with your Ferrucci?
No, he'd gone past the Ferrucci by then. I always put him in black jeans.
Yeah.
And then some t-shirt. Yeah.
And so you were in Backstage black jeans, t-shirts.
Yeah, running around. Oh, it's raining. Quick, get the rain mac out and stuff like that. But I used to help the wardrobe girls. They were my friends. And she would ask me to pick up Mick's coat if I saw it done, just things like that.
Yeah.
I used to love doing that.
But you weren't
was
involved
great.
in Mick's or...
No, definitely not. Or Keith's, just Ronnie.
Yeah. And there were no sort of guidelines, I suppose. They could just be rock and roll artists.
Yeah, well, there was always colour guidelines.
Were there?
Because they would like a bright jacket, I suppose, for the lights and everything. And also I had to always go and check with what Mick was wearing so it didn't clash.
So did you have moments of, Ronnie, you can't wear that tonight?
Yeah. Mick says you can't wear that tonight.
What was the experience like going from private individual to very, very public girlfriend of a Rolling Stone?
It wasn't like it is now. It was quite different because there were no mobile phones, and you could walk out in the streets and occasionally somebody would come and say, "Can I have your autograph, Ronnie?" But we could walk around and nobody was bothering anybody.
So much freer.
Yeah, we were.
I read somewhere that when you were living in New York, you designed for the fashion label No Scruples.
Lorraine had No Scruples here in England.
Okay.
And she said, if you want to design something, if I like it, I'll get it made up.
Yeah.
And if I really like it, we'll do a few of them. So I would go to her and I say, I've got this great idea for this jacket. I've still got some stuff, some suitcase somewhere. And then I designed suede trousers for Ronnie and T-shirts, suede little T-shirts, sleeveless T-shirts for stage, stuff like that.
What fun.
Yeah.
You must have had a blast.
Yeah.
Did you do much vintage shopping for inspiration in those days?
Yes. Because I think the vintage fashion is wonderful. There's so many beautiful clothes out there. Actually, Lorraine moved to New York and opened a store called Geminola, which she takes vintage clothes. We really had that in common. And she takes vintage clothes and she like nighties and slips and she dyes them. And
gorgeous.
Yeah, so lots of. In fact, Leah's wedding dress, no, that wasn't from Lorraine. Leah's wedding dress came from my friend Mairead. Do you know Mairead, a vintage dress dealer?
Yes.
She found Leah a most beautiful vintage wedding dress.
Talking wedding dresses, what did you get married to Ronnie in?
I designed my own wedding dress.
And where was it made?
In London.
In London.
Lorraine's friend.
Yeah.
The woman that was sewing for No Scruples. So I drew it out, wanted lace sleeves, wanted it lace here, had to be like satin.
Because this was 1985.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Satin, straight down, past the knee, and then it coming out at the bottom.
And did you absolutely love it?
Yeah, £300 it cost.
I mean, I'm guessing that your wardrobe must be like a diary of your life.
It is actually.
Is it enormous?
I have lots of vintage clothes that lots of them don't fit me anymore, but I can't bear to part with them. So I put them all in bags and zip them up. I have lots of Bieber, Ozzy Clark.
Oh my God.
This is a 1980s Saint Laurent. Yeah, I've got lots of stuff.
And do you ever have a proper blitz through, because you must have like an archive.
The vintage I won't get rid of, but I do have a blitz. I need one now, actually, of my clothes. I need to sort my clothes out.
And how do you go about that process? It always fascinates me.
Yeah, I hate it. I just go through every hanger.
Do you have some?
Am I going to wear this? I haven't worn it for 3 years. Out.
Does it fit? Do I like it?
Yeah. What do I look like in it?
And how I'm fascinated by this, but because how long do you give yourself each time that you go and do a sort? Because I reckon we have a sort of time limit of concentration, appetite, all the rest of it.
Yeah, I would spend a day think, okay,
Whole day.
I'm going to go through everything, because then I'll pull stuff off the shelves as well.
Wow. And then what do you do with everything?
The good stuff I give to my granddaughter, who puts it on, what's that one? Vinted.
Wonderful.
No.
Vestiaire?
Vestiaire.
Yes.
But I also have an account on Vinted.
When do you feel you found your style?
Gosh. I suppose I don't think I've ever found my style. Because I've got older. So my style in the 90s must have been all about it was all about Gucci and Dolce & Gabbana. I loved that. But it's changed. It's changed as my body's changed.
And so how would you describe it now? How would you describe your style now?
Country.
No. You're sitting here in a tiger print Saint Laurent 80s jacket.
I have to. It just changes all the time. I love to wear vintage. I'll always love to wear vintage. But whereas I could wear a little tiny dress and a jacket, I can't now at my age.
And so if I were to ask you to describe your style DNA in 3 words, what 3 words do you think those would be?
Maybe eclectic.
Yeah.
Comfortable. Really important to me as I've got older, to be really comfortable. And fun.
Like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And actually, I'd like to try and put a little bit of sexy in there sometimes.
Oh, I think when I think of you, I always think of sexy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, your sexy makeup, your sexy hair, your sexy clothes. I mean, we're talking about age a little bit here. Are there any particular areas of your body that you now dress around or?
Yeah, I hate my arms. I can't say I hate my arms. I'm not happy with my arms. And my legs aren't great like they used to be.
So styling hacks that you use at your age to still look the cool Joe that you are?
Yeah, well, I suppose I'm happy with anything that comes to here. And I think a jacket can cover all sins.
But it's transformative too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think really important to put a jacket on for me.
Yeah. And do you think that's always been the case? A jacket?
I've always loved a jacket.
Yeah.
I've got a lovely Yves Saint Laurent jacket from the 80s that's got such big padded shoulders and it's short. I'd love to wear it, but it's not me anymore.
Because
it just doesn't look right on me anymore.
Yeah. But you'll hold on to that?
Oh, yeah. Hoping that Maggie will like it.
One day, see sense and realise that it's a Le Smoking.
And I've got great Azzedine Alaya. I have such great Azzedine Alaya.
But has it lasted? Because I often think some of that Alaya with all the early day elastin in it, or some of my 80s Alaya, is certainly
Did
past
you ever
its
get
best.
that little mini skirt with the knickers in? I tried to get Maggie to wear that the other day.
Amazing in that.
No, she won't wear it. But I've got a beautiful green jacket, gabardine jacket, with this big cape that goes over it. And so the sleeve, it's just divine.
Yeah.
But I had a pencil skirt with it, and I cannot find that skirt.
So since moving to the country, how has your style changed? Do you have a country Joe and then a city Joe?
Yes. If I'm in the country, well, when I'm at home, it's all about comfort.
And what are you getting up in the morning?
Sweatpants, sweatshirt, or a nice cashmere jumper, and my little boots that my daughter bought me last year, and I just love.
And they are?
I don't know where they are, but they're little short country boots.
But so are they like a welly, or
No,
are
they're
they
short, a little, but they're so comfortable. They're my favourite thing to
sheepskin
wear.
lined?
Nope,
No.
just leather.
Do you ever feel uncomfortable coming back into London from your country life, country wardrobe?
Coming into London, well, I have to stop and think, I need to make sure I look more London. Because in the country, you don't have to worry.
And so what would that involve? Hair, makeup, clothes? What in particular tips you into London mode?
Standing in the wardrobe, looking at it now, what is it that I know what I want to buy at the moment. I want to buy some plain black cowboy boots. I've got this thing, I need to find them. And I want a black baggy V-neck cashmere jumper.
What is it that you reach for when you're coming into London? Is it hair? Is it makeup? Is it
Always hair and makeup. Always. And
do you do your own hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love putting on makeup. I mean, I get up in the morning, even when I'm at home, and put a bit of black on.
It's just part of a ritual.
Yeah. And Leah comes over, who never wears any makeup. She says, Mum, I can't believe you've got makeup on. Can't help it, Leah. But I suppose I will reach for some heels, something black, and a jacket.
Yeah.
Something so I'm comfortable.
I mean, fundamentally, who do you dress for, would you say?
Myself.
Yeah. What is date night Joe wearing?
Yes. I think something that's off the shoulder. Definitely.
And by any designer in particular?
No, I will go through Net-a-Porter and have a look. I love Net-a-Porter. Delivered to my door in the country.
Love that.
Yes. But I do think off the shoulder is a good look as you get older.
Yeah. Because who was I think it was Donna Karan that said, your shoulders will look good forever.
Yeah. Thank God for that. Thank God something on my body will.
Is the designer or brand important to you, or do you just shop silhouette?
I just shop silhouette. But I do like to have somebody I'm familiar with.
Do you? I was going to say, if you could only dress in one brand, which brand would that be?
In America, they have such a wonderful brand. They do really...
The twins.
Olsen twins, aren't they?
Oh, the Row.
Yes.
Yes.
Love their stuff.
And you buy that from Net?
Yes. Yeah. That and also mix with a bit of something that's modern and mixed with a bit of vintage. Yeah.
And are you still buying vintage?
Yes.
And where are you sourcing? Mairead. Always Mairead?
Always Mairead. She's my vintage girl.
And so you'll never go and do Portobello? Well, I suppose now you're in the country.
Well, I don't have to, because I was saying, Mairead, I'm looking for a dress for my son's wedding. She said, leave it to me, darling.
And what was the dress?
It was Ozzie Clark, beautiful dress. It's so lovely. I want to wear it again. But, it's one of those dresses where I want to wear it again, but I wore it for my son's wedding.
Wear it again.
Yeah.
That's to be celebrated now.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it's such a fab dress.
Can you describe it to me?
It has a little yoke here, black, and then it has sleeves that come out like that, and it's long.
Oh.
It comes from here.
Oh.
Very Aussie.
Very Aussie. Was he a friend back in the day?
I met him a couple of times, but I didn't hang out with him.
No.
I did hang out with Azadine Elia, though.
Oh, my God.
In Paris.
Wasn't he just...
He was just lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
I remember going to a dinner once that he was at, and he was just fantastic. Inspirational.
Really nice man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we used to record, the boys used to record in Paris. And that's where I discovered Azadine Elia. And I used to go and loved going to see him.
And so would he dress you?
No, I'd just buy, I was like a kid in a sweet shop when I went into his showroom.
Yeah.
It was fabulous.
Yeah.
And I remember Bill Wyman saying to me, "Here, Joe, here's some money. Go and get Mandy an outfit from Azzedine Alaya." Oh, yes, I'd love to.
I love that. If you're getting dressed for something important and you're not 100% certain about something, who would you ask the opinion?
I think Mairead.
Really?
Yeah.
And does Mairead come to your house with armfuls of clothes?
No, she makes me go to hers.
And where is that?
What she does a pop-up shop.
Yeah.
And she did one last in the other house.
Yes.
So I go and see her there. But usually I just call her up and she pulls some things out. And then we will meet for lunch. We met for lunch at Nexus last time. I go through the bag.
Did you say you've had a worst fashion moment? Do you look back on any of those looks and think, what was I thinking?
Gosh. When I was first single, I went and did something and I wore a black top, but it was very thin. And under the flash, you could see my boobs. I thought, oh my God, that didn't look like that at home.
No bra.
No bra.
Fabulous. Oh God, let's talk about travel. Do you pay particular attention to your airport look?
No, just comfy.
Just comfy. And so anything in particular that you reach for again and again when you're traveling?
If I'm traveling a long way, I like to take a nice, comfortable jumper. But I'll wear leggings or sweatpants or something like that. Or it depends where I'm going, actually. So I would, if I'm going somewhere hot, I would take something to change my top. So wear a little T-shirt. Yeah.
And if you're going for a beachy type holiday, what do you use for your cover-ups?
Caftans.
Do you?
More and more, I love a caftan.
Yeah.
I didn't used to love caftans. I used to have sarongs. It was always sarongs.
Yeah.
But now it's caftans.
And where are you getting your caftans?
I just bought a lovely vintage one, not from Mairead actually. Oh God, I can't remember who made it, but it's white and it's from the 80s and it's just very simple.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Good packer, bad packer?
I'm a good packer. Did it for years and years.
I was going to say, it sounds like you've done a lot of it.
Yeah. So
chosen luggage?
My big wheelie suitcase, which is
particular brand?
It's a good one. I can't remember what it is called.
Momoa?
I've had it years.
Globetrotter?
And I've also got the suitcases that I've got I think they're called Globetrotters. They look like old-fashioned suitcases. Yes. I've had them for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to take 12 of those on tour.
They were brilliant, actually. I remember my father being slightly obsessed with them.
I tell you what happened to me when I went on a pilgrimage with Sadhguru.
Yes.
In 2010. We went to Nepal, where I met Sadhguru, and we were going into Tibet and going to Mount Kailash, which is a very holy mountain. And I was very excited. It was going to be great. And there was like 50 people. My friend Emily was coming with me. And the day we left, I'm standing in the lobby of the hotel and Sadhguru comes and he says, "What is this suitcase, Joe?" I said, "It's my stuff, Sadhguru." He said, and we were going away for a month. And he said, "No, you're not taking that." I said, "Don't be silly. What am I going to do?" He said, "Everything that you're going to take is going to be on your back." I said, "Stop it."
You hadn't read the particulars.
No, stop it. He said, "Go and sort your stuff out." So I put a couple of changes of knickers, another bra, another T-shirt, another jumper, a couple of pairs of wet pants and a raincoat and a pair of pajamas, and that was it. And you know, I didn't miss anything.
I was going to say, did that feel quite liberating?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Mm.
And I always try and think like that. I mean, I've got a house in Spain. I've got stuff there. And then I stand at home here in England, think, oh, I'll take this. And, Joe, you've got stuff there. What are you doing? And the best thing is to walk through the airport with just a tiny little bag.
So freeing, isn't it?
Great.
Do you have a high street favourite brand?
Love Zara. But I like to buy things that last.
So you don't go in there for just a dopamine hit of fashion.
There's a great Zara in Spain that I will go and have a look round.
And is that different, do you think, to the Zara here?
Yeah, I think so. There's slightly different. I bought a great pair of baggy brown jeans the other day.
Oh, nice.
Really cool.
Nice. And money no object brand?
If I love something, I don't mind paying what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I fall in love with something, that's it. You know, I have to have it.
Slightly reluctant to ask you this question, but what, if anything, do you feel you've got an excessive amount of in your wardrobe?
Black clothes. Just black. I can never find anything because it's all black.
And where are you at on designer bags?
I've not been mad about bags lately. I've got my Hermes bags. When I'm going somewhere cool, I'll take that. I've got a beautiful 1950s Hermes bag.
That you obviously bought vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it at an auction.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll use that on special occasions. But no, I'm not. I've had a few years where I haven't been bag obsessed.
Because you don't like the message that the bag sends?
No, it's just that I haven't seen one I've fallen in love with.
So what are your favourite ones to use at the moment?
My leather bag over there, I bought myself.
And that is by?
Nobody in particular, but it's all sustainable and, you know, it's all handmade and all that sort of stuff. I don't know who's it by. I bought it in Northamptonshire in a really lovely little boutique there.
Well, Northamptonshire used to be the home of tanning in Britain.
Yeah. Place where they made all the shoes.
Absolutely. Your guilty secret, the most expensive item of clothing you've ever bought. I'm not asking for the price tag.
I suppose it has to be a coat that I bought, and it's mink. But I've had it years and years and years.
Do you still wear it?
Yes, I've had it years.
And are you conscious that people will?
No, it's vintage now.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's sustainable in many senses.
I have a red fox as well, fur coat. I've got a couple. Yeah. I don't mind if people have got me. It's so old.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Throw it away?
Yeah.
I'd rather wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, talking about sustainable fashion, what's your approach to sustainability?
Well, I think anything is sustainable if it lasts a long time.
Yep, absolutely. Let's spin on some quickfires. What fashion advice would you give your 20-year-old self?
To wear less. My body was great back then.
Yes.
And I should have been showing it off more.
Which fashion trend or era would you most like to see make a comeback?
70s.
Your last impulse buy?
I suppose it was that black off-the-shoulder dress that I haven't worn yet.
Views on tattoos?
Few subtle ones. I'm not crazy on lots of tattoos.
Beauty treatment you couldn't give up?
Gosh, I'll think of it in a minute.
Okay, we can come back to that. High end or high street?
High end.
Bling or bare?
Oh, I love a bit of bling.
Minimalism or maximalism?
Maximalism.
Couture or charity shop?
Oh, I like a bit of couture as well.
Crocs, cute or puke?
Crocs, what?
Crocs, you know, Crocs. Okay, so that would be puke?
Yeah, that would be puke.
Sneakers or stilettos?
Well, it has to be sneakers now. I'm not good on my stilettos anymore.
Boyfriends or wide legs?
I'm very much into the wide legs at the moment.
Bodycon or boho?
Bodycon.
Sports luxe or rock chick?
Rock chick!
Red carpet or relax?
Oh, I do like going on the red carpet.
Trend or style?
Style.
Colour or monochrome?
Monochrome.
Experimental or uniform?
I think experimental's quite good. It's individual.
Cashmere or cotton?
Cashmere.
Hoarder or editor?
I'm right in the middle. I edit and I hoard.
Charity shop or resale?
Resale.
Beanie or beret?
Beanie.
Shapewear or sexy lingerie?
Oh, it has to be sexy lingerie.
Tights, stockings or hold-ups?
Well, I like to wear tights, so I suppose I'll say tights. But it depends on what I'm doing.
Bikini or one piece?
One piece these days.
And traditional last question, at the end of the day, what do you or don't you wear in bed?
Oh, I wear shorts and a little t-shirt.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
But what is that beauty treatment I do? Philo. Profilo.
Oh, God, that's hellish.
I don't mind. I love it. Well, I like the results.
You're glowing. You really are.
Profilo, that's it. Gosh, I can't believe my brain went dead like that.
And it's not painful.
It's not painful. It's you know.
Downtime?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bee stings.
Yeah.
Jo, thank you so much. That was wonderful having a romp through your wardrobe. Really fabulous.